right. Welcome to the Hot Mess Mountain Mamas, episode 18.
18.
I guess it's not Sweet 16.
It's not
we
Sweet
missed
16.
our opportunity. Bummer. Oh, well.
Can't go back.
So, 18, and we are continuing to talk about our health journey. So, overall health and wellness.
Yes.
So, today, like last week, we talked about food and either how to eliminate food or just get yourself a food test. And today, we're going to talk about physical health journey and what that has looked like.
Yeah. And so because we both have had physical health journeys and have a little bit to share.
Hopefully just a little.
Well, we're gonna focus on
Just kidding.
Becca today so that she can share kind of where she started, what she began to do
Yep.
as part of overall health and wellness to incorporate some physical activity, and then kind of where she's at and where she's going.
Yeah. Okay, so I have to ask you this question before we start.
Okay.
Jackie doesn't know that I was going
Do
to
I
do
have
this.
something on my teeth?
No, you're
Oh.
fine. You're good. God. So, okay, you went to public school, right?
Yeah.
Okay, did you do physical education as like a class in high school?
Yes.
Like junior high school?
Yes.
So did you learn about what things did you learn about, like weightlifting, or did you do track, or did you do a sport?
So in junior high there really wasn't a whole lot. I went to a really tiny junior high out in the country, and they were like, "Here's a basketball.
I
Shoot
got it. Okay.
at the hoop."
Yeah.
And then in high school I did run cross country.
Okay.
My freshman year I played on the freshman basketball team, but I was not very good.
Yeah, totally. But did they teach you like skills,
Kinda. I mean,
or was it?
with basketball, I think they did do drills and stuff.
Yeah.
And then with cross country, not a whole lot. We would run together. They would say stretch,
Got
and
it.
then drink some water, but there really wasn't a whole lot. And then I did do weight room my last year, my senior year, or maybe it was my junior year. But anyway, I had needed one more PE credit.
Yes. Yep.
And so I did weight room, and I don't even know where the teacher was that whole time.
Oh man.
Yeah,
So you were like on your own.
Yeah, he would be like, "Okay, like do some stuff." And I would go to the bicycle with another friend, and we'd be like, "So how's your day?
That's awesome.
What do you hope to do when you graduate?" Like, it was very, and then sometimes someone would be like, "Let's try some weights." And we'd be like, "Okay." It was just very undirected.
Right.
It
Okay.
was very,
Just was super curious because I was homeschooled from like middle of fourth grade on. So
Okay.
I did like swim lessons, and then I did horseback riding, and I competed a little bit, like not like professionally or anything, but I did cross country jumping. So that is physical activity, but I never was taught how to use a weight room, or like here's some exercises you can do to work on this part of your body. Never really learned that until I got to college. So that's why I was curious.
I did not either. Yeah,
So,
I did
and in
not either.
college-
Or how to eat. They would talk about the food pyramid kind of briefly.
Yeah.
And it was like, eat some bread, and then eat something from each group, and you'll be good.
Yeah. And you're good to go.
And I was like, sweet. So when I eat this bagel,
That's the grains and your dairy.
I'm golden. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
And my
Bagels are
Taco
healthy.
Bell burrito that they would sell, Taco Bell would bring in a little stand.
Oh man.
And I would be like, oh my gosh, it was really funny. I don't know how big of a school. Well, you didn't go to a big school.
I didn't. I was homeschooled.
My class was 700 students.
Okay.
My whole school was ginormous.
Yeah.
So Taco Bell cart was like, hey, I'm a burrito. Here's my money. Throw it. I gotta go to class. Because it would be so surrounded by kids. You're just like, I'm getting a burrito before school
Because
starts.
they're cheap.
Yeah, and it was super nutritious also.
It's beans, right?
Beans and tortilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
That was my food experience in high school.
Yeah. So all that to say, like, I feel like there's a lack of education, even whenever you're young, on like what types of physical activity you should be doing.
Yeah.
That is going to be helpful for your body in the long run. And so, like, I think because I did a ton of horseback riding where you always had to keep your heels down, like, I made my ankles super, super weak. So I've always had weak ankles instead of, like, what we're doing now. So it's just been, and then I did, that's basically what I did. Like, that was my exercise. It's just being outside.
Which is physical.
And doing activities, which was good. But I think that there's a lot of benefit, especially as you get older, to really starting to learn what physical exercise do I need to do to strengthen the weak parts of my body. So as I worked at the barn at Camp Red Cloud, my back really got weak. And I remember being at the barn, I was like throwing hay one day and I twisted in a certain direction and totally threw my back out. Like, I was laid out on the couch and could not, like, I couldn't move. I was in so much pain. Finally had to go see a chiropractor. He was like, yep, your hips are out of line. This is like what you need to do. You need to make sure you pay attention to how you move. And I was like, oh, dang. Like,
and that was college age.
That was at that point I was working at Camp Red Cloud. Which is a very physical, it was a very physical job working at the barn. And so my ankles would get weak too. I was constantly twisting my ankle. I like wore ankle braces all the time. I even had a back brace that I was wearing all the time. Like, and I was like 20s. Like, I was early 20s at this point.
Too young, really, to be having back and ankle issues.
Right. So what was super cool though is we had a couple that came to camp, and the husband worked in the kitchen, and the wife was, basically mom and wife, but she used to be an aerobics instructor. So she started doing classes for us for free. And we'd meet in the schoolroom out there at Camp Red Cloud, like 5 days a week or something like that, every morning.
And do jazzercise.
And it was kind of like that. I mean, it wasn't like total 80s style with the leotards and like the headband and the sideways ponytail. Not quite like that.
Oh, okay.
She was because this lady had also done weights. So she was familiar with like weightlifting. She'd done aerobics. She was very well-rounded and versed. So she did stuff with us and for us. And that is when I really started to notice, the more I did that, the better I started feeling. So in terms of like, my back didn't hurt as bad, my ankles weren't as weak. So I did that for a while. I remember running up the divide. This is like, I cannot picture myself doing that again. But we would run up the divide.
That's pretty. Yeah, I don't.
Or we'd run up Williams Creek.
Yeah,
up to that first pasture. Like,
this is probably why I was not a good runner in meets, because I was running at sea level.
Yeah,
and then people were like, you were coming from up in the clouds, and they were like, oh, this is easy. I can breathe. I can breathe here, because I don't think I could have ran the divide.
Yeah, well, now I can't. But I also, the compression, it's like, you just, as you get older, you really have to be careful, like with your joints and all of that.
Yeah.
I'd love to do that again, but I also know I really was like, I really just want to be strong. So as I got older and coming back to Lake City, because in Russia, we just walked everywhere.
Yeah.
So physical activity, guys, can just be walking even. Louis walked miles in Russia. We'd walk to the metro, and we'd walk to the bus stop, and from the bus stop we'd walk to another bus stop, and then we'd walk to school. It was like, it's just, so we were in really good shape in Russia too, because we just walked everywhere.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've done a variety of things, but lately with Kaylin has been
elevated physique.
Shout out. That's right. Check her out. And it has been amazing, because I feel like she's really open. Like, I did like a weightlifting class in college, but once again, it was like your weightlifting class in high school. Like, okay, there's nobody
some stuff
here. Like, and it was like you'd go and you'd do like this online class first that would tell you, like, these are the like, this is what you should do, and like blah blah blah, and then you'd go and you do it, and you just basically document it. Okay, I did it. Check. I did the little online class. Check. I went to the gym 5 days a week. Check, check, check. And nobody was there coaching you or telling me what to do or how to do it. So I think that's why this has been so fun, is because Kaylin has actually done like coaching with us. And I have been amazed at how much it's helped to strengthen my body in general.
We should get the video. Didn't you take a video of us doing the that song with the squats?
Oh, Sally.
Yeah, we should do a reel.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Of Kaylin kicking our butt.
Pretty much.
In a weightlifting group.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But it has been, it really, because, and I told her, you know, at the beginning, because she does the whole like interview thing, that I really just want to make my ankles strong, and I want to make sure my back is strong, because those are the two areas that are always weak on me. And I just want to be able to keep up with my kids. Like, if we go for a hike, I want to be able to keep up with them.
Yeah.
If we, you know, are running around doing ranch work,
I don't want to be
work.
like rolling on the ground.
Right.
Trying to keep up.
Pretending.
Hyperventilating.
Pretty much.
That,
I need my oxygen.
I'm like, you guys. I can't do it. Yeah. Well, because I tried to hike a water dog.
Oh, Lord. I'm sorry, the water dog. For those of you that live here.
I was like, I'm going to be ambitious, and I'm going to go straight up a mountain like this.
Well, that's like everything out here, unless you drive to the top of get as close as you can.
Water dog, though, is really, it's steep.
Yeah, it kicks your butt.
It does.
Yep.
And I was like, well, 5 minutes of that was enough.
Well, anything. Okay, so the other names of trails out here, other like gulches you can hike up.
Yeah.
Cataract Gulch.
Mm-hmm. Cataract.
Don't you want to hike up Cataract Gulch?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, some have nice names, like Wilson Creek Trail. Sounds like a nice leisure stroll.
That's true. Yep. Camp Trail.
Camp Trail. Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's and then half the year they're in snow, so you try to snowshoe them, and that's just a whole nother.
That's a whole other thing. Yeah. But that's part of the reason why I'm like, this is why I feel like weightlifting does actually give you that kind of edge on it, is then whenever you do go to pick up a pack or carry a child on the trail or put on your, 50 pounds of winter clothes to go hike, then you're ready.
Kaylin wants to do the Spartan again this year.
I need to do it.
And I told her she has to really kick my butt, because this year I'm going to have a nearly 3-year-old on my back. And she was like she thought I was serious. Okay. Do the Spartan with a toddler on your back. That's a good idea.
Seriously.
But we did.
I'm sorry. I told her, so she like has her form online now.
Yeah.
But in one of the sections, I don't know if you noticed, like you have to pick something like asthma.
I told her
cardiac
she'd fix that.
and respiratory problems or like different things. Yeah. And I was like, well, what do I pick? Because I can't move on with this form without picking one of these.
She did fix it. Yeah, I know.
I'm picking one of these things. So I was like, I'm just gonna say I'm pregnant. And then in the comments, I was like, just kidding, I'm not.
She said, is there anything wrong? And I said, not that you don't already know about. That's why I put in that one. Anything physical, anything else physically wrong, nothing you don't know about. But yeah, she's great. And weightlifting has definitely opened a whole new world. Like, I've never lifted weights in high school. Literally, like, I mean, I took that class, but I think I did some sit-ups and rode the bicycle.
Yeah.
Stationary.
Not actually doing
And I
weights.
got like an A++, so that was cool. I just like chatted, and it was like not.
Yeah.
And so I hadn't really ever done actual weightlifting.
Yep. Yeah.
And that has been really
it's pretty
amazing.
cool. And it's low impact. So Jackie will talk about this next week.
Yeah.
Why that's so
important
for some people.
Yeah.
So
like me.
Yeah.
But so you don't necessarily need it to be low impact, but you're also combining it with some pretty high impact physical labor at home.
yes. Yeah. So like pounding posts,
Yeah.
hauling wheelbarrows,
Yeah.
wrestling sheep,
Yeah.
just normal everyday things. You never know.
I just got like a
Doesn't
visual
everybody
of you
do
be
that?
like,
Oh, I had to this morning. I don't know what happened, but all the sheep, both sections that we have the sheep divided because we don't want the little sheep being bred and having babies. No,
Yeah.
no unplanned pregnancies.
no unplanned pregnancies
So-
in the sheep world.
That's right. But somehow everybody got into the chicken pen.
Oh.
Everybody was in the chicken pen. The horse, the sheep, everybody. The horse was like snacking on
hanging out.
the horse was snacking on like the old hay we'd thrown to the sheep.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Everyone's
So
just hanging out.
I went and
Chicken
got
pen.
Jordan. I was like, I need your help. We have to separate everybody again.
So
when
literally,
you guys
loaned me your jackass of a sheep.
I know.
I had to nearly wrestle him out of my garden.
It's true.
Yeah,
At least
I was
he
like,
had horns.
listen, you're.
At least
Yeah, he had
he
horns,
had horns.
so I could grab those.
Yeah, the ewes, I literally was like grabbing one of the lambs that she's almost full grown. I'm like grabbing her wool and picking her up and throwing her off.
Your arm around her neck. Let's. Yeah, that's
They
awesome.
are.
That's some exercise, though.
It's true.
You don't
So that
want to throw
weightlifting
your
I
back
was
out.
talking
You don't want
about,
to throw your back out.
that's
then.
why you need to do weightlifting so you can wrestle your sheep.
I don't know why that cracks me up, but yes, wrestle your sheep. Because I know everyone has to wrestle their sheep now.
It's true. It's true. If you want to live in this day and age.
Gotta wrestle your sheep. Wow.
Okay. We have totally digressed.
Yeah, we have totally digressed. But
So you can find me.
and her sheep
It's true. And my sheep.
at
Becca Maria EO.
yeah
And you can find Jackie.
at Jackie Cambish on Instagram and Jackie Cambish Faith and Family Microblog on Facebook.
Yep.
of
Jackie could borrow a sheep if she wants
I
to wrestle a
could
sheep.
borrow a sheep. I did borrow the sheep the one time, but he didn't do what he was supposed to do, which is eat all my weeds. He just ate my garden.
It's true.
And I was like, get out of here.
That
Get
was
out of my
George.
garden.
Yeah, he was
George.
like half goat, I think. he broke into my garden too.
Yeah, it's
George
fine.
is no more.
He scared the dogs off. It was hilarious. I really wish we could like span to a clip right now of George like stomping
Chasing
at
your
the
dogs.
and chasing them off, and they were like,
They do. Okay,
Yeah.
sheep stomp at the like animals that they don't like. They stand there like they square off to them, and
Yeah.
they literally are like,
"Oh, George was like, I will get you."
that's what they do.
They do. It was fascinating. to
It's like a
watch.
mother. It's like an angry mother. Back off. Like, yeah.
I'm like seeing sheep moms and moms. I don't know. Anyway, okay.
This year, yeah,
Well,
okay. Okay. All right.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
for
watching.
joining us and watching, and we hope you come again after.
After this, follow and like.
Yes.
Okay, you guys share
Yeah,
our content.
follow, like, and share, and subscribe to our
Yep.
page so you can hear more ridiculousness
I know. And rabbit trails that we
and
go down.
rabbit trails. Oh.